it's time for me to head back. And I'm gonna read a little text about each of the costumes while they go up on stage and show you all their amazing craft. So guys, you better give them the loudest cheer. Can you do that for me? Good. There are a lot of them, but I don't want to see any of you dropping off in energy. You can do it. They work hard, they deserve it. So now let me find my list of the names as we get ready for the first contestant. Maybe I can get a lovely assistant to hold a piece of paper for me. Thank you, can you hold these pieces? Thank you so much. I have a lot of text for read aloud. I'm just gonna drop you if you didn't see this. Great! Because let's give it up for our first contestants. Couple costumes is Alice from Alice Madness! Cup of tea. As Alice is ready to serve, Swedish-based cosplayer Carmel Costume has 10 years of epic costumes. She often cosplays the creepy and dark characters with a very slick bitch face. She works in the shadows in her goblin cave, and once a year she comes out to visit the sunlight with her new creation. Embroidery is a must, and making patterns is the best. Watch out for getting blinded by all the glitter rhinestones on there. Give it up for Carmel Costumes! From League of Legends Awakened Cinematic! Sword, and that's more or less the reasoning for Vara to choose this cosplay. Not only is Riven a badass and has a big sword, she's also a fearless fighter who tries to do good, despite her past. These are uncharted borders for Vara. A helmet wig with a kind of updo and a big sword with lights. It was a challenge, but it ended up looking pretty cool. Getting to portray a champion like this, so much fun. Give me up for Head of the Badger! As Rue Princess Klein from Princess Tutu! The skirt is a mix between a pancake tutu and a romantic tutu and is made out of an enormous amount of tulle. The upper layer of the tutu is removable and contains more than 300 feathers. The wig is made around a wireframe to defy gravity and is stuffed with tulle. The hardest part was making the top, and it is designed suffers from being very anime. The solution ended up being a skin-colored mesh, hope, and a whole lot of skin glue. Give it up for Sniffle! And we have Viper's Cross as Soul of Cinder from Dark Souls 3. Over 2 meters tall, which is something a lot of people have enjoyed seeing. He is often working with foam, but isn't unfamiliar working with other materials to make the characters come to life. He is now returning with a new version of one of his first self-made cosplays, 10 years later, showcasing his growth and love for the character. Give it up for Micah Then we have Gigi Abla as she had no idea just how many different techniques it would require. For the first time, she tried her hand at 3D modeling, which also was experimenting with faux leather and pro leather fabric. This shiny material was chosen to give the outfit a sleek, futuristic feel, perfect for the theme of this particular one-piece art. The greatest challenge, however, came with the bodysuit, especially the hood. It took many attempts to get right, but in the end, all the hard work paid off. Give it up for Gigi Abla! Independent VTuber! cut frilly ruffles, and a color block pleated skirt. The jacket, which has slits for its wing at the back, is faux leather with organza overlay for that added color depth and shine. The jacket pattern combines suit techniques and vintage leather jackets. The white wing fabric motif is inspired by porcelain. The wig part is rock hard due to so much glue. Give it up for me, I'm Chicago! And it's time for Kuro as Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. The entire costume is self-made, including the rubber soles. She designed the 3D model for the automail, then printed it with resin and carbon PLA. To achieve the chrome look, she used graphite powder. The clothing patterns were designed to accommodate the armor, including the gloves. The iconic red coat is made of 100% wool, and the flannel circle on the back is machine embroidered. Firstly, she ventilated the front area herself, creating a custom lace front. Give it up for Kuraru! As Clement from Pokemon! And self-taught cosplayer from the countryside of Skåne, and jack of all trades, she likes to keep expanding her cosplay skills from sewing and wig styling to puppet making and performing. She is mostly known for cosplaying and performing as various characters from Pokemon, which is one of her favorite franchises. She likes creating the most absurd and unusual kind of props, which you'll get to see right now here on stage. Give it up for Sarah! Speed as the Red Witch from Valhalla and the Glade Crusade! With the very clean and simple character design. She has chosen to make the eye detail on the hat match the uncomfortable, hyper-realistic eyes in the game. Buying an old Halloween decoration out of season, asking for it from some spare latex for the eyelids, and using the hair she had cut from the wig as eyelashes. These are some of the very bizarre things Bee does for her craft, focusing on eco-friendly ways to craft. Give it up for me! From Aladdin! Cosplay is inspired by the Disney Princesses magazines from Michaela's childhood, where all the princesses got a glitter makeover. This cosplay is sewn, embroidered, and bedazzled by hand, even uses artists' embroidery, an Indian form of embroidery learned for this cosplay, as a lot of the designs in Aladdin are inspired by India. The wig was made to move pieces individually, simulating the movie, and the different colors of fabric chosen to give some depth to an otherwise very simple design. Give it up for Miss Cosplay! Alright, it's time for Knight of Wands as Gawain from Green Knight. Fell in love with the movie Green Knight and its whimsical costume design and set out to create his own with only recycled materials and determination. The chainmail is made from recycled bottle caps gathered by friends, the crown is made from recycled caviar tubes, and all of the fabrics are thrifted. The cloak has a free motion, embroidered thumbprint, and allegedly the director's son. Give it up for Knights of Wands! As Keelan from Critical Role! She has tried to use things she already had, thrifted or buy from Danish shops. The staff is partly made from her old Keelan staff, partly from trash, and a few parts had to be bought from her own spin, which means a ton of beats and extra details. She got to use a lot of different skills from pattern making, wig styling, 3D printing, embroidery, gold work, beading, and everything in between. About 1 kilo of small beads and rhinestone was used to add all the extra sparkle, and she made 3.5 meters of handmade tangle lace for different parts of this costume. There is no such thing as too much bling for the radio demon. They made it on a fabric-based fitting to their head and with hand-stitched details and a structure of caution. Cami is also wearing a corset with hand-stitched eyelets and a chemise. The lace on the apron is handmade bobbin lace. Cami has worked with a lot of weathering techniques such as airbrush and hand beading. Since the game shows a lot of texture, it was important to incorporate. The syringe is 3D modeled and printed by Cami. Give it up for Elf Darling Cami! And now it's time for Elvia as Spirit plus Aurelia from League of Legends! Elvia is a Swedish cosplayer who has been cosplaying for more than half of her life. This costume was originally made with a tight deadline, challenging her to use only locally sourced materials, which she has improved the costume since. The use of what you have roots from main details such as snapbacks to gold armor, using tea to tint the new illusion sleeve, and UV nail polish for the necklace. One of the most daunting parts was the wig. Originally white, it has been dyed a 3-color gradient. Give it up for Olivia! We have Darkest Tears as Cena from Cena Warrior Princess! Darkest Tears is a veteran cosplayer who enjoys exploring many different kinds of craft. She strives for high accuracy to her reference and portrayal, whether that is on stage or in front of the camera. Her character of choice today is Cena, a childhood icon. This is the first time she has picked a character from a live-action source with a real-life original of the costume to reference. When making this, she has combined traditional materials and techniques with modern methods. Give it up for Darkest Tears! And that was it for our contestants. Were they amazing? Where our judges are allowed to deliberate a little bit more so they can find the perfect winners. So we will ask them to go with the staff. Are the staff ready? They're looking at each other. They're there. They're right there. We love the staff. Give it up for the staff and crew helping out. And now the judges will leave and they got a difficult decision ahead. So could we all wave them a good farewell and wish them good luck on the way? You're really good at waving, guys. Well, now it's time for the point where I have to wait for these guys to be done. So let me just sit down with you and then just wait together. Have you had a good con, everyone? And now I'm gonna speak the entire history of cosplay account. No, just kidding. Guys, we're gonna do a little game. Because we've seen a lot of good cosplayers, right? Now we need to get ourselves a point of reference of just how good they were. Because we're gonna play a game. The game is a traditional cosplay game, and the cosplayers might say that they know this one. It's called Trash Cosplay. Because with me, I have some lovely assistants who have 2 bags of trash. Assistants, can you bring out on stage the 2 bags of trash? Give it up for 2 bags of trash! Please, you just place them on there. Got it. If you place on the X, you do that one of them there, and then over there. Yes, I'm very delicate with my trash. Well, it's good you're treating it nicely. Thank you. Because we're gonna do a little twist on it. That's really good. We're gonna do a competition that's called cosplayers versus non-cosplayers. And that means I need in total 8 brave souls amongst you guys. Hopefully 4 of them are cosplayers, hopefully 4 of them are not cosplayers, and the rest of the audience, you better stick around, because the fact of the matter is, you're also gonna be the judges later. So we need your opinion. For that, I need audience participation. Don't worry, we're not gonna make you do anything dangerous. You may need to stuff your mouth full of marshmallows. I'm not gonna spoil anything else. But that's the worst you'll do, okay? So I need 4 people upstage. 3 of them are in charge of making the costumes, and 1 of them needs to be the model. Your job is important because you need to be really good at standing still. So please, if you want to join, raise up your hand. I'll run around and I'll quickly pick out 4 people. Need some assistance in help? No, I got it. I'll just run out the audience so you can't see me. Okay. So, you 2 now, you're cosplayers. Anyone else who are not cosplayers who are ready for this? I can hear myself, this is really scary. Okay, anyone here is ready? Let me go down a little bit so we get some else. Okay, you there, you 2, you're the non-cosplayer team. Let's say the cosplay team is the green man, the non-cosplayers is the white man. So the people I picked, right up on stage through your bag. Let's choose you 2. How about the greens? Yes, you got it. Okay, then you'll join the cosplay team. Do we have some non-cosplayers? Are you not a cosplayer? Good, you join the non-cosplay team. Anyone else? Okay, so you're not a cosplayer. Yes, good. Right on stage. Anyone else? Anyone ready? You're right there. You're not a cosplayer. Great. How about not cosplayers? Anyone else? Are you missing? How many people are missing? We miss 1 more non-cosplayer. I prefer it to be adults. So we don't. You're not an adult. Sorry. You're right there. You're not a cosplayer. You run up the stage to the non-cosplayer team. That is the cosplayer team. Oh, there's the non-cosplayer team. So you got everyone for the non-cosplayer team is there? Oh wait, now there's 5 people. I picked someone I didn't pick. Well, you're a cosplayer now. Congratulations, you joined the cosplay team. Give it up for Ray. Great, I'm coming back to the stage now. Just pretend I never left it. Let's talk at sports. Well, my good friends over here, let me explain a little bit further what is gonna happen. You guys each got a bag of trash. I'm trying my best to divide it equally amongst you, but you get 10 minutes to make a costume. But there's a twist. With that costume, you need to create something that fits the category of comics. It's very loosely, you can think of something very loosely. And you need to use everything or what you can find in that bag and nothing else. There are some other important rules. Because we don't want to dirty the stage and get me thrown out of the convention by all the lovely people back here, you get minus points for pieces of trash that is on the stage when the timer strikes 0. So maybe I point someone to the cleanups specific person. This is also to give you guys a little bit more for help, because if there's one thing cosplayers are bad at, that is cleaning up after themselves. So this is your one thing. You got it? You understand over here? Great. It's also very important you can pick out your characters. Do not say aloud which character you pick. And a little tip from me, try picking a character that most people in the audience would know. No spoilers for the judging process. So you guys pick someone that probably everyone in the audience will know, and don't say it aloud so the audience can hear you. You have like now to find out. The time to make it is 10 minutes, but I'll tell you when that happens, so you can discuss it in the meantime. Out here, you guys get another task. They're not listening, they're discussing it. Because once they're done, I need your help to judge the winners. There's going to be 3 rounds of judging. 1, I have 2 friends, or 3 friends, who before I cooked them and was like, yo, do you want to be judges? Can you raise your hand? Are you in the audience? Yeah, they're there, okay, great, perfect. You guys, they're gonna be our expert judges because they are very talented craftsmanship and they are really good at this. There's gonna be an audience vote, that's you guys, and lastly there's gonna be the test to see if we can recognize their costumes, and that's also you guys. So you're important. Watch the process. You guys are the judges. All ready for that? Good. Now you've had enough time to deliberate. I want to ask my dear friends over here, we have a time, that's our time taker. Give it up for the time taker. Because you guys have 10 minutes only. When that timer strikes 0, you need to do like in the Great Danish Bake Off, and Danish, you need to step away from your creations. Don't touch it, you cannot even pick up the trash. Everything needs to be cleaned up on that spot. What? Sorry, I'm dying, oh sorry. Don't mind me dying. Well, one of you is the model. The model is not allowed to help. Their job is just standing still. You need to be really good at standing still. And if they are moving, that's again your job to tell me to yell really loudly if you see them helping out. Is everyone understanding the rules? Great. Are you okay over here? Look, this is good costumers, they're planning out things. Not like me who created this entire costume 2 days before the event. Oops. Are you okay over here? You ready? Great. Are you ready over here as well? You ready? Okay, good. Also, don't die. Nothing but like putting plastic bags over your head. Spoiler alert, that will kill you. So don't do that. Timer? Are you ready? Audience, can we get a countdown together so we count down from 3? Are you ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
And they are ready, just like me. When I get the trash, I throw it all over the floor. Wait, I'm not supposed to do that. I never do that. Never do that. And I can tell you what we have over here. They have such wonderful things as the packaging from the donuts I ate at 3 a.m. one night. And over here, we have 3 recycling bags that the community won't stop giving me. Please, I have enough already. So they got a lot of stuff. Let's see what they have. Think creatively. Remember, you don't have anything else, so think out the box. They are having plans over here. Okay, these guys are sorting it. So you guys are sorting out the trash. Are you good at sorting trash?
Yes. Very good for other people, and we are very good at sorting trash.
Great. Just so you, yes, that's right. Just so you know, you're not supposed to sort. You're supposed to make a costume out of it. But I like that you are good at recycling. That's good for the environment. Love that. Let's see over here. Are you okay? Do you have a question for me? No, they do not. They are very busy. I will not disturb them over here. Do you have your favorites out here in the audience? That was a really weird. Do you have your favorites out in the audience? Yeah. Okay. Can you vote for your favorites, like cosplayers or non-cosplayers? Yes, you guessed an extra syllable. So can you all say it once? Who's your favorite? That could be everyone. Let's go. They got a lot of yarn over here. I tried to start crocheting. I stopped. Turns out it takes a long time. Annoying. Well, we got more trash over here, and you're still creating. They're very busy. What is that you have there? Can you explain what are you working with right now, material?
We are planning to make.
That's supposed to say the costume.
We are planning to make a super costume.
A super costume, okay. What could that be? That was actually kind of a big spoiler, but you know what? Pretend you never heard that. You know what? We never heard anything here, guys. How are you doing over here? You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just trying to put the stuff like back.
Is it helping me when I start interviewing like this?
Well, I've started like getting into cosplay. I started like cosplaying somewhere like back in November of 2018. Yeah, and I was supposed to cosplay Miku, but it looked like pretty trashy. But since 2024, like since the start of 2024, I started like improving my cosplays a lot, getting better.
I cosplay is falling apart in the meantime, so just continue while I fix it.
So right now I'm cosplaying as Lucy Burnett from Murder Johns.
Whoa! Anyone know the character?
And I made this cosplay back in 2024. I'll put this out, and this one is actually pretty old. Like I probably have more than 4 years. Like still. Okay.
But focus on your costume. Look, you can be interviewed while making costumes. I could never do that myself. Give it up for the contestants over here. They're using phones. So that's right. I didn't say anything about using a phone for reference, so you're allowed to do that. Do you agree to that rule, everyone? Great. Now it's a mutual decision. You can't sue me. Wonderful. So they got more gear here. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at it. Just continue. I think that's the model right there. Any guesses on what they're doing right now? Come on, give your best guess. Come on, guys. I heard nothing about Nordic class cosplay. I mean, world class cosplay. I sure am, and I know that there are a lot of contestants right now waiting backstage who are so ready to show you all their amazing work. Are you ready to see it?
Yeah.
Because this is, of course, not just any cosplay competition. This is the competition where we decide the Nordic qualifier, representing all of the Norwegian, not Norwegian, but the Nordic region, in crowns the international cosplay competition. Of course, we need a good judge panel in order to find out who is the correct winner. And that's why I have the honor of introducing the judges who are here to help. First off, I want to introduce a judge who is a Danish native with her multiple international competition wins, a full-time cosplay business, and a very prominent presence online. Can we give it up for Trine K. Both in cosplay and art, the next cosplayer has created amazing costumes, props, and creative creations since 2017. All the way from Estonia, it's your Barbara! And lastly, with over 8 years experience, many years, and much experience in cosplay competitions, all the way from Switzerland, it's Winter Phoenix! My dear judges, you are of course the experts, so I think you should share a little bit of your wisdom, because I have a questions for each of you. Okay? Let's not do you here. Because the fact is, you're not just deciding this from this catwalk. You get to something called a prejudging. Can you maybe explain the uninitiated what that is?
So basically, we are here since around 9:30 in the morning, and we had the chance to see all of the contestants up close. So what that means is they all get an assigned time slot and come to us, and we have basically 7 minutes to see the costume up close. So you guys see it far away from the stage. We see it up close, meaning we will, flip out scenes. We will make sure it looks good, take a lot of notes, and take a lot of discussions, and then phase really, really heavily into the entire judging. So yeah, that's kind of what the prejudging is.
That's good, they are really experts, guys. And you borrowed. You come from Estonia and you got to witness Danish cosplay. What do you think of, and also Swedish cosplay? Forget Sweden, we love Sweden. What do you think of the Nordic cosplayers?
Well,
Actually, as you already heard, I'm from Estonia. This is the Baltic countries, and among all the Baltic cosplayers, Nordic countries are really known for the insane level of cosplay here. So we all admire you guys here. So we love, like, a lot of people.
Oh, don't worry, we admire all the Baltic cosplay as well. And lastly, Trina. The winner, of course, is going to represent all of the Nordic region. But you've actually represented this country and also maybe the region in a lot of international cosplay competitions. What's it like to represent this amazing the place out in the world?
It's always a lot of fun. In general, I love competing. It's so much fun when you have spent months on a cosplay and you get to show it on stage, so it's appropriate and people can cheer you on and appreciate all the work that you put into it. And doing it on an international stage is also really fun because you get to meet people from other countries, of course, and see how different the cosplay communities are around the world. So it's a lot of fun. I get to get a lot of new friends. We get to be really nervous together because we're all competing together. So it's a lot of fun. It's really, really awesome. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's good to hear. Isn't that exciting? So amazing, judges. I will not keep you up here anymore. You have to head to the little table down there where you can see everything. There's the stairs over here. Don't worry, you don't have to jump down the stairs. Don't break your legs. Literally. So feel free to go down and sit down and give it up for the judges. And while they do that, let me announce to you all what prizes our contestants are competing for. Because it's not just the qualification. There are additional prizes, and they are all sponsored by our amazing sponsors. Of course, there is Best Lookalike, sponsored by Nux. Woo! Best Prop, sponsored by Snipe Natalia. Best Property, also sponsored by Snipe Natalia. And of course, the Nordic representative of Proud Global Championship of Cosplay. Also, the judges additionally get each a judge favorite. But we also have some amazing head sponsors who are actually giving out prizes to almost all the categories. And that is Stedler. And of course, the shop. We love them so much. They're amazing. But the judges, who am I to judge? And they are getting layers of fabric over here. Tell me, what is the name of this technique you're doing right now? Wrapping. So like, can you do like a Christmas wrap while you wrap? This is lace. This is lace. I mean, I think there's actually some effort, and I love that. Can you see who Den's character is right now? There's some guesses. Well, I will come down to you after they're done, and let's find out what your guesses are. So let's look over here again. Let's return to the non-cosplayers. Let me start over here. Your work. You just work while I speak. You can probably do that. So, yes. So, what about you? You are working with cardboard. Tell me, are you experienced in working with cardboard?
Not as much, but I work in a warehouse, so we kind of use them.
So you have more experience than most, you would say?
Well, once I made an umbrella from a cardboard because it was so rainy and I had no umbrella.
Hold up.
I actually held up to the train station, so it's pretty fun.
Cardboard basket! Keeper, how much time is left? 4 minutes! 4 minutes! Do you think they can make it? Great! I'll be standing by the timekeeper so we don't get like 6-minute jumps anymore. Oh, and we have exciting layers over here. They are the good cleaner, cleaning up the entire time. Over here, they are doing the trash process of putting it out all over the place. And let me pick up my flag so